into my main. Like already at that point, I was smashing my keyboard for making probes. So the Mutos was just like the cherry on the sundae, and I was too busy eating it instead of quitting the games. Basically, what happened.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, the first game on Ohana, you had your sentries caught right out of position before you could warp in those first couple of zealots. Were you kind of surprised to see the masked Ling instead of
Yeah,
Roach?
she blind countered me.
Yeah.
She never sent an OVN. She saw nothing but 3 gas. Like she assumed 3 gas. Well, she saw I didn't have my 4 gas at the natural. So that's all the information she had, and then she blind countered me with like 30 lanes.
Yeah.
So after game one, I was like, okay, well, I know someone has been watching my VODs. What the hell is this? I was a bit frustrated, but
Well, I mean, when a show match is coming, you gotta do everything you can to prepare, right? Did you do any sort of like special practice or anything, or you just kind of say it's Zerg, I'll go, whatever?
oh, I practiced a lot, but it was for machine, and then it ended up like paying off for her.
Yeah, just transferring the knowledge.
Yeah, I played with Scarlet, then I played with other American Zergs you might not know, Gix, IS, Sandbox. Who else did I play with? I played with a few more, and the games with Scarlet always like had a macro lead, but I couldn't. I couldn't 200. I couldn't 200 for saving my life. Like I had the better army, I had the better economy, but I was just owned by Infestor Broodlord.
No.
Oh yeah, and I had a few Protoss friends to help me. Todd, a guy named Promise. He's like the major for Protoss. He changes his nickname all the time. So yeah, I had a few friends to help me with builds and come up with like strategies and play style that I like. I am usually a one-trick pony. I always do the same thing. And you saw that on Cloud Kingdom. Cloud Kingdom is my original build. All the other ones were people giving me builds to practice, and they paid off.
Well, hang on. I only have the one question that you can ask all your Zerg after. I'm curious about today's map pool choice for you. I know Vera kind of, from our perspective, picked a little bit of a wonkier map order. I'm curious on your take on the way the maps lined up.
Well, I mean, I kept winning, so she picked them. I picked Cloud because it's a good macro map, and I'm good at macro.
Yeah.
And I picked Metropolis because I knew she was going to be confident on Metropolis. And then after talking with a few friends, you can't see the gases at the natural in Metropolis unless you suicide your overlords really, really hard. So I knew that she wouldn't know the all-in was coming. Or she can assume it, and even she sacked Ovi, and I took a 4 gas as a fake, just so I could pull the all in.
We were so. That's what we were chatting about for like a minute, just kind of like the fact that you weren't saturating it, you just let it go, and it was kind of like that's the best fake out.
Yeah. But then I ended up having too many probes because like I never cut probes. Like I try, like I need to, but like it's just like part of my like spamming. And I ended up with 3 extra probes, so I ended up filling the gas eventually. But yeah, the goal is to do really like, it's something like 39 or 40 probes all in. And it works out really, really well.
So you said that you were kind of a one-trick pony for a while. Did Korea help you all with that? You've been there.
I mean, Korea was good. It was like better ladder, but that's pretty much it. Like, I went there to get an house, to get practice partners, to possibly, get a coach, get help. But the come house was just like really crappy. It was like it was a jungle, every man for himself. Well, I mean, it was really good when Todd was living at the gum house because we were Protoss, and he would help me, and then sometimes I would watch him just to learn, and sometimes I would give him like insightful like tips that I would see that he was not thinking of. So like we could trade thoughts and strategies. Well, he was trading more. He was giving me more than I was giving him. But anyway, and then Todd left like 2 months after I was there, and then after that it was every man for himself. All we did together was eat. So it wasn't the practice I wanted it to be. But that's why like every time there's a up and coming foreigner that wants to go to Korea, I'm like, you better be in a real house, otherwise you're wasting your time. Korea is not the promised land.
Interesting. So you're back in Canada now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you focusing mainly in the future on events in NA?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, every MLG because renowned teams want achievements, and it's not like I would have got those achievements if I were back in an A. I still think I'm not good enough to pull out crazy achievements, but that's the goal. It's to try to get land achievements in MLG to hopefully land a team. Because I do a lot of stuff. I do vlogs, I do guides, I stream all the time. I don't want to join a team that as a making website that sends me to every event. Like worst come worst, I want to be in like one of the more renowned team, more top teams. And even if they don't give me anything, like just because I have so much content that I produce on my own that I want a team that's gonna help me spread that and grow that.
yeah.
So that's why I haven't joined a team. But by September, I should be in a team.
All right, cool. Have you gotten any offers yet?
I've got offers. Then I've went to Big Fishes, and they sounded interested. So after MLG, there should be something to that's settled. And I have like a lot of options on the table right now, like 4 or 5. So
Nice.
Cool.
Mhm.
All right.
So I guess Rally is the next MLG, so that's the next event we can see you at?
yeah, yeah, and then Dallas after that in November. And I hope to be close to 300 pounds by November because I'm also working out and going to the gym. So
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
yeah, like I say to my fans, macro your real life. You know.
I like it. Words to live by. I actually have a
Yeah.
question I didn't think of before, and I'm also Canadian, so I have this problem a lot. But being in Korea, being in Europe, or talking to people from all over the world, have you ever tried to explain what poutine is to anybody?
Yeah, I did, but
It's
I'm not a big fan.
oh
I
really?
mean, yeah, I mean it's
Ah.
it's okay like every once in a while, but it's too.
Oh yeah. You don't eat it all the time. You'll die if you eat it all the time.
Yeah, yeah,
But it's delicious. It's a nice treat, and I've tried to explain it to Panda, for example, is American eat. I mean, Vera Lynn, Irish. They have no idea what I'm talking about. And I'm like, this is a delicious thing you eat once in a while. It's amazing. And I figured
Yeah.
as a fellow Canadian, you would appreciate the frustration.
Nah, I'm sorry. It's not. I'm not that proud of the poutine,
Aw.
given my situation.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I love it. So
How come Vera didn't come? She kept asking me before the show match. She's like, "Do you want to do an interview? Do you want to like if you're willing? Do you want to do an interview? How come she's not here? I would have liked to call her out on her greediness with the free hatches
Oh.
before pool every game that she kills my probe." But,
Oh, well, I'll ask her if she wants to join the call. I think we were gonna do kind of like a interview you and then interview her type thing. But if she wants to join in, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure if you know about this or not. Vera Harps, like she does some free coaching from time to time with people as well, and she's very very adamant about killing that probe. So it was really every time that probe went in, we're like, it's gonna die, it's gonna die. Yup, it died.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like Shakuras was silly. Like I knew she was gonna kill it. Then I wanted like to bait her, but then I failed with my bait. So that was really sad.
I think it was Antigua. I liked your use of cannons, by the way. We were talking about how there's not a lot of Protoss players who can really utilize cannons effectively because they often overcommit or don't do it very effectively at all.
hmm Well, I mean, looking back on it, I wouldn't have cannoned. Just like the queens are too good, and I mean, it didn't do much. And then I forgot my cannon back home, and then she came with queens, and I almost lost right there. But then I came back. I was pretty happy. She should have had lair. I don't know what she was doing.
Yeah, her layer was a little bit delayed. I think because of the early lings, just kind of caught her off guard. That and the cannon rush.
hmm
But she took a macro hatch immediately after that. I was kind of surprised that she didn't get an evo up a little bit sooner. But yeah, that lack of a spore kind of immediately sniped. I really like the decision, by the way, to snipe the layer instead of going for either the queens or any more drones. You just had the one BT up in the main.
Oh yeah. Like I realized, okay, she's morphing lair right now. She's not gonna have spores. She might have an overseer. It's worth the gamble to put all the DTs on one basket, the same eggs in one basket, and go for the snipe.
Yeah, I'm just.
Alright.
I asked Chad here if they had any last minute questions for you. Not really a lot of relevant ones, but I guess one.
Oh wait, here you go. If you could play anybody in a show match, who would it be? SC2 or Brood War?
Like that I think I'd win or that I'd get crushed no matter like just to
Just
play.
Just to play,
You can
yeah.
be
like,
either or.
Your fantasy show match.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it would be Flash because I'm up 1-0 so far. I've beaten him on ladder when I was in Korea, so
Yeah, I saw that VOD.
mm,
And
so yeah, it'd be Flash just for just because he has such a legacy.
yeah, and looks like Vera is back. If you want to try adding her to the call, Panda.
Okay.
Not sure if she'll accept. She might be grumpy, trying to shake off that loss.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel overall, though? I mean, like, let's ignore the fact that you've talked to Vera Lynn before the match, all that. If it was just another Zerg player that you didn't know, how do you feel today went? Like, was it challenging for you? Did you feel it was more of a walk in the park, or like?
I mean, I like the Cloud Kingdom game, and I didn't like the other games. Like, I don't like Dolan, and I don't like. I mean, I like the Daybreak game. I was like really challenged because I've been doing Phoenix for like 20 games, and it was the first time I got in that situation where a Zerg just wants to chop my head off, or more my second base off. So it was really like scary, and the fact that I won kind of like made me happy. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it was okay. It just I don't like to all in, but you have to do it because then players like Vera or other greedy players just abuse you. Like I just like to macro. I like to make Warperism. I like to multitask. I like to make Zerg pull their hair out. I mean, Cloud Kingdom, my RS wasn't as good because just like usually I don't know. Like it wasn't a normal game really. It was. My economy was shit, so my defenses were crappy, so I just had to move my army from one point to the other the whole game.
Yeah.
But usually I would have abused Warperism and do a lot more with them. I just my ends were tied somewhere else.
All right. Well, do you have anything that you want to say? Like closing remarks, any shout-outs to your fans, stuff like that? Where can viewers find more of you? Any show matches, etc. you have in the future?
Mm-hmm. I should be most likely playing Axlav next week. Just follow me on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch /Desrow Fighting if you want to keep up with me. And yeah, that's pretty much. I'll be at MLG. If you're gonna be there, come and say hi. Come and give me a hug, or take a picture, or sign an autograph. It's always cool. No, it's. I said that last time. It's like MLG is like stream chat without trolls. Everyone's so nice.
No, it's true. I
really
mean, like
cool.
it's real life, right? No one's gonna come up to you and start like bad mouthing you in person. It's just how people are.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
And Vera said should join the chat. Panda, have you invited her, or
Hold on, I can do that.
Let's see. Here.
I'm not sure who has the
Oh, there we
conference
go.
call admin or whatever.
You guys are still at hosting games, inviting Vera.
Oh my gosh.
What's next? What's next?
Okay, so like we're sitting here. I'm not sure. Obviously, you probably didn't have the stream open and listening, but like Panda was so frustrated because he couldn't get any of the games to work correctly.
Mhm.
And like
It was some maps that just like I couldn't even access them, and the others I just got booted from the match.
Okay, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
Vera, are you here? Hello.
Yeah, I am. Hi,
Hello.
well played, Desrow. Well done.
GG.
GG indeed.
Why are you so greedy?
Uh,
You kill the drone and you go for 3 hatch every time.
I always do that. For the most part, I do. I change every so often, but I always
You know-
try and
you know
go
what I-
base by 7 minutes, and I vary it up every so often. But or at least 2 base anyway, for sure.
Vera-
You know what I wanted to do? But I
What?
chose the A gate. I wanted to sack my probe to your stupid drones and go 4 gate. Go 4 gate off 1 base. But I thought
You
the
should
A
have.
gate.
It would have been good. You should have,
Yeah.
because I always like I know for me the scouting probe, I always take it out. No questions about it. I do everything I can to stop it because it really annoys pro Lost players. I find I get a lot of abuse about it on ladder. It's quite entertaining. But yeah, no, I always go greedy.
Yeah.
Start. I think it's good anyway to do a 15 hatch anyway, and depending on the map, you can try and take a third.
Vera, we were talking about
The
this
reason
just.
the reason I didn't do the 4 gate is because Metropolis, if we get like close air, your OV is gonna get there too quick. So it's like, let's go for 8 gate. She can't scout the gas. Well, you did. You like died in vain, but I just fake you out, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I
Mhm.
was going to ask about. We were talking about before you joined how he made that sort of fake out 4th gas, and I'm curious, did you fall for that, or was it just like the meticulousness of the way the match was going that made you lose?
I think it was just the ladder, the meticulous way. it went. This is the first game we're talking. The second game we're talking about, right?
Or no, the last game, Metropolis.
Oh, sorry, Metropolis. Sorry, I wasn't. I didn't.
Sorry, I should have clarified it better.
Yeah, no, I really didn't play well the last game at all. I think once it came to a head every single time, the way I played was just I didn't really have much confidence, I guess. So I made a lot of stopping mistakes, and I noticed. I saw it straight away. So.
Well, we asked.
Yeah.
Sorry, go
Go
ahead,
ahead,
sir.
sorry. No.
I was gonna say we already asked Desrow all these stuff. How do you feel? I mean, I know you lost, and that sucks. But how do you feel today went? I mean, do you feel like you could have done better? Do you feel like your nerves got the best of you? Like what? How do you feel about today?
There.
Hmm?
Sorry, you totally broke up there. But I think you asked me if I was nervous.
My internet?
No, that's I think
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
just
You all
Skype.
totally broke there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Okay, I'll re-ask. How do you feel today? I mean, I know you lost and it sucked, but do you feel like there's definitely things you could improve on, having lost now
Oh,
today?
yeah.
You know on or?
Well, firstly, this was my first show match or any kind of match outside of ladder. So I was fine during the week, and then I think last night and this morning, I was kind of like, okay, it was just a bit nervous. It's a new experience as well, you know. But I think that definitely played a factor as well. There were a couple of a good few mistakes that I made, and I mean, at the end of the games, I was kind of like, oh, I should have done that, and whatever it is. So I think it was a mix of a couple of things. I didn't get any practice until Wednesday onwards, so I didn't do much ZVP practice at all until Wednesday, and I didn't get much done yesterday either. So I had today that I was doing a bit of practice on. So that definitely was another thing. But I think it was just a mix of nerves and stuff like that. But also, I mean, like I can't say, well, I was nervous, therefore I lost for that reason. But obviously, Desrow is a very, very good player, and he played really, really well. And obviously, the practice that he was doing for Machine also paid off here too. Good investment, Desrow.
Yeah, I wish we would have played better macro games. I think like the Cloud Kingdom game was so scrappy. It was like this. It was like we didn't play so bad, but it's like our economies were so broke and we were like running around.
I love games like that. I love when they kind of when you're like, okay, right, one of us is gonna starve out at some point. Let's just let's just try our best to try and see. Who's going to do it right with a small minimal army and who's going to try and get their extra base and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I do love games like that, but I mean, it's just, I know it's kind of, no one wants to let go and, it's just,
I'm not
it's
sure.
some of them are fun, but it's exhausting. Those games, like, you kind of finish, and I think we all just took a couple of minutes and kind of went, oh my god, I need a drink now.
I'm not sure either of you were
my hand hurts
maxed
so
at
much.
any point in that game, by the way.
What's that?
I don't think either of you were maxed at any point in that game. Like,
No, I
at
don't
any
think so.
point.
No. Nope.
So.
All right. Well, any final words either of you have to say?
Sorry for Shakuras. I was mad.
The laugh. I love it.
It's fine. It's fine.
He knows he's a cheeky bastard.
I've done stuff like that on Odd before. We all do it at some point, so I agree. It's fine. I think the only comment I need to make is something that you said to me earlier. I watched your stream the first time when I came in to promote it. The second time I think I popped in because I happened to see you on, and then I said, and then today, I think I might have gone in for a second once or twice, but I actually didn't watch any of your VODs. So just to clarify that, I actually did not study.
Okay.
I did no, hang on, I did no ZVP practice. I didn't look at I knew, actually, one of the people who were in my streams were actually telling me, oh, he does a lot of Warp Prison play these days. I was like, yeah, I need to do it. But I recently got some sponsorship on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I've been working on that, and I haven't actually had as much time to. So I've just been playing a lot of ZVP, but not studying your strategy at all. So I just wanted to clarify that, because I know you said that you felt that I was, and I just wanted to make sure to tell you that I actually didn't even watch any of your VODs at all.
Okay, but what's the reasoning behind 50 lanes?
Yeah, he was so frustrated by the flying counter.
I've been trying. Even on ladder, I've been doing this fucking crazy ling. About 3 weeks ago, I was on this Muta kick where every game I went Spire. Like I wouldn't even scout and I went Spire because I've been working on these new strategies. But I kind of vary up my weeks on different types of strategies. So it wasn't a response. I know, no, it wasn't a response to what you did. It wasn't. I actually didn't even know your strategy. All I know about your strategies of recent and before or anything is anything that anyone has maybe told me that said, oh, I was watching his stream today, he was doing this, and I'm like, okay, cool, I really need to look into this, and I actually just didn't do any prep for it, or not as much as I could have or should have because I was really busy. So, but yeah, no, 50 links.
Okay, well, I mean, it's understandable to think that, like 50 links. I come out and I see like no overlords that poked in my base, and I see 50 links. I'm like, what the fuck? But
the thing is, well, I mean, the one thing I've been doing since I've been laddering so much is I actually just don't scout as much as I should anymore, which has definitely bitten me in the ass a few times on ladder. But it's just because I've been working on different strategies. That I'm kind of like, right, in the event that I'm completely blind or I miss something, how will something like this work, and I've been just trying different training techniques, so I guess I've probably learned to scout a bit more, but anyway. But they were really entertaining games. I'd love to maybe practice with you sometime if you want a practice partner.
Yeah, I'm gonna message you on the EU and give you my real ID,
Sounds good.
Well, thank both of you, by the way, for playing this show match today. It was entertaining for us to cast. I hope it was just as fun for you guys to play, and I really hope everyone watching enjoyed the games today. So thank you again, both of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks to you guys for casting it, and thanks for the interview.
Thanks for attempting to create the games.
Oh, yeah.
I legit got booted off of Battle.net twice just for creating games.
Excuses.
Man, fuck Battle.net.
Indeed.
All right.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Yep.
Peace.
You too.
See you.
All right, bye.